Raise your hand real quick if you guys have ever struggled to submitting an initial offer, like a starter offer. You just maybe you feel weird about it, you don't know what to submit. Anytime you maybe had a little bit of challenges there, it's okay to raise your hand, all right? I've been there, okay? Cool. I appreciate you being transparent. Thank you for that. So let me give you some food for thought here. All that a starter offer is, people, is submitting an offer slightly below where you already know another investor is going to make an offer at. So let me give you an example. Rodney, that same deal, okay? Rodney came across a 30,000 square foot warehouse, okay? This can apply to every single property you can possibly imagine. He came across a 30,000 square foot warehouse. Let's say he already said, I'm willing to pay, $6 a foot triple net. We already know someone's probably going to pay a 10 cap, right? I mean, like, probably duh, right? Like, it would be silly if someone didn't pay a 10 cap, right? There's got to be something you don't know. And it's okay, by the way, to screw it up a little bit, okay? You can mess it up once or twice. So I just want you to take a second there. No matter what kind of property you come across, there is a price where you go, yeah, of course somebody would buy the property at X price. It's a steal. Of course they would buy it. That's what we make an offer at. Whatever you come at, and it's okay to, again, make a mistake. It's okay to maybe offer a little bit too much money. I've done the same thing. But what's not okay is dragging time, because what you're now waiting on is another investor to get enough information, which sometimes doesn't happen until you can, you ever have these sellers who are like, submit me an offer and then I'll give you information? They're like, I want to see an LOI and then I'll give you my rent roll and then I'll give you my P&L. Well, this is why we send starter offers. So think about it like this, right? If a guy legitimate, like you can say me, if I gave you an offer, I'm a legitimate buyer, right? We buy properties quite frequently. If I came to you and said, hey, I'd like to buy a property, and you had a property at 123 Main Street, and I gave you an offer on that property, would you present it? Yes, you probably would. Then what is the difference with a starter offer? What are you afraid of? It's the same exact thing. And it's okay that it's too low. How many times have you guys pitched a deal to a buyer and they want to offer $1 million for a $2 million property? Happens to us all the time. It's the same exact concept. It's just, I don't need to wait for people, right? You don't need to wait for people. It's time to get over the fear of them going, I don't know, this is way too low. Guys, I can give you probably 20 examples a week of us submitting offers on properties and the seller goes, that's way too low. 20 examples a week, minimum. Probably more. I mean, we submit 20 offers a day. We just don't get that many responses back. So it's just like, keep in mind that like it is just part of the process, but this is how we have faster and higher conversions. So just get used to the submitting a starter offer. Do not be emotional about the offer. Just submit it. I promise you'll see better and faster conversion rates almost every single time, and you'll see it in real time. Like it'll be quick. You'll see the difference. So does that support you? Do you have any more questions in regards to the conversion piece of this? And by the way, getting real offers, again, it really comes down to the buyers you're pitching the deals to. Because if you don't have great buyers, I'm telling you, I would spend 1 day a week for all of you here listening to me. All of you, I'll even say for the entirety of Q2, spend 2 hours every single week going forward. I'm sorry, for the entirety of Q3, my apologies. The entirety of Q3, the next quarter, okay? Spend 2 hours each and every single week trying to build your buyers list. Go through Reonomy, go through CoStar, whatever you have access to, and try to build your buyers list and try to add 1 new buyer or 2 new buyers each and every single week. Because what's going to happen is you go for, let's say 90 days. Let's say you only work 60 of them, okay? So you got a bunch of weekends. You're not working for 30 days, okay? You're only working 60. That means you should be generating something in the vicinity of let's just say you only did 2 new buyer leads a week, time the next 90 days, right? What is that, 12 weeks? So that's an extra 24 buyers. I guarantee you 2 of the 24 buyers you're going to work with are going to be higher level, are going to also want to buy a deal before the end of this year, right? Because that's just the numbers. You want to find active people who are ready to buy, and you probably just don't have the right buyers. I have a handful of buyers that each of them make me hundreds of thousands of dollars or more every single year. If you just had more buyers, better buyers, it will be easier for you to make more money.